What's on the AUGenda today? Thanks for joining us. He's Brandon Marcello. I'm Mike Niziolek. We look at Auburn's safety depth. Is it a big deal that this team has lost 4 safeties since last season?
Yeah.
Do you think this is a big deal, minor deal, no deal? What are your thoughts, Brandon?
Deal or no deal?
Deal or no deal?
I think it's a big deal, and I think it's even bigger deal that we went into preseason camp and we're asking questions about, has Jamel Dean maybe moved to safety? Has this guy moved to safety? And they're going, no, we're okay with what we've got. Now, we all know Jason Smith, the former receiver and former quarterback, has moved to safety. Jalen McGriff, a walk-on tight end and receiver, has moved over to safety. But they're not moving corners over to safety. That would give me big pause for concern if I was an Auburn fan. And the top guys, obviously Trey Matthews and Steven Roberts, good starters. But beyond that, you're going Daniel Thomas, who's a sophomore, has a little experience under his belt. But then after that, who is it? It's probably Jason Smith.
If you thought Jalen McGriff was going to be on the 2 deep going into the offseason, I would have called you a liar. I mean, Jason Smith, too, is a person that you kind of look at that's just you don't want to have to rely on this season. Yeah. Injuries could be a big factor here. I mean, obviously, they're going to cross their fingers and hope nothing happens, that Trey and Steven kind of dominate the reps. But, I mean, you can't hope for that. I mean, Trey Matthews has had injuries before in his career. Steven Roberts has missed games before. I mean, it's just hard to stay healthy, especially in that secondary where you're throwing your body around. It's going to be tougher, I think, for them to avoid this being an issue at least a game or 2 this season.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be an ongoing issue, but you could see where they have to rely on a guy where they're not sure what they're going to get.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, Trey Matthews has been susceptible to injury, not just shoulders, but his hamstring has always bothered him.
Yeah,
every
that's
single
true.
season, even dating back to Georgia.
You got in trouble for asking.
I got in trouble asking about hamstrings, yeah. But he's been injured with a hamstring of some sort at some point during a season every year, I think, of his career. That's going to be a big thing. And with Steven Roberts, durability's kind of been an issue with him, the question, because of his size.
Yeah.
So 2 good starters, but I wonder about the health. They've been able to stay healthy all 13, 14, 15 games.
The depth is an issue. We talked to Kevin Steele. Here's a bonus round for you. Interceptions, they want more of them. Josh Holtzley led the team last year. He's gone, obviously now in a Washington Redskins uniform.
Yeah, doing well.
He's doing well. Who leads the teams in interceptions?
I'm going to say Trey Matthews. I think he's a good ball hawk. I just keep going back to that 2015 opener against Louisville when he opened it up with an interception on the very first offensive play of the game for Louisville. I think he's hungry. He's a senior. And he's the most experienced guy back there. I think he's going to be able to read offenses better, and he's going to be able to pick off more passes there.
I'm gonna go with Carlton Davis. Picked on last year. I think people are kind of overlooking the season he had as a freshman. I think he's going to be a little motivated. I don't think he likes seeing some of the headlines about him getting torched last season.
I thought we were only talking about safety.
Oh, okay. I just said in the secondary.